varsa haber verin. Açın kapıyı.
Siz de kimsiniz?
Soysuzlar. Gelin sizi Cerkutay'la tanıştırayım.
Kim var içeride?
Geldim. Bekle. Bekle, az daha bekle.
Açın kapıyı. Hadi. Açın şu kapıyı.
Açıyorum, bekle.
Sen kimsin?
Açacağım, hepsini açacağım şimdi.
Allahu Ekber. Allahu Ekber. Allah.
Geldim. Atlama.
Sen kimsin?
Ya da
Sen kimsin? Hain. Şövalye.
Peace be upon you, respected viewers. The newly released trailer has now put a definitive seal on everything I had already discussed in my previous video. What was once dismissed as speculation has now transformed into undeniable reality. There is no room for confusion anymore. The well-known actor Cihan Ünal, who portrayed the character of Osman Bey, is no longer part of this series. This decision was neither sudden nor impulsive. Behind it lies a long chain of events, internal differences, strategic choices, and decisions whose consequences are now gradually unfolding. I have already spoken in detail about the possible portrayal of Osman Bey's death. In that discussion, it was clearly addressed whether this decision was imposed by the production team or whether the actor himself chose to bring this long journey to an end. I also explained when the final scenes were completed, the nature of the agreement that was in place, and how much of the storyline had already been written in advance. In that same video, I highlighted the historical perspective through which Osman Bey's death could have been depicted, and which historical narrative or tradition the producers may have chosen as their reference. However, today's video includes another major and rather shocking development. The upcoming episode is not being aired at its expected time. This has nothing to do with technical issues, shooting delays, or editing problems. The reason is a major sports event. The production house feared that airing the episode at this time could further damage the ratings, and therefore this decision was taken to protect the series from additional loss. Now let us move to the news that has caused the greatest concern among fans. Massive changes are taking place within the internal production team. Almost daily, reports are emerging that certain individuals have been removed and entire teams have been dismissed. The first confirmed news was the removal of the assistant director. His farewell message clearly suggested that this decision came as a surprise even to him. But the story does not end there. The names that surfaced afterward were even more startling. The director of photography, assistant directors, camera operators, cinematographers, and the first assistant cameraman, these were individuals who had been associated with this series for years, and even before that, had worked on major projects. Respected viewers, one reality must be acknowledged. The success or failure of a drama cannot be placed solely on the audience. The real responsibility lies with those who make decisions behind the camera. For quite some time, repeated technical and editing mistakes have been evident, directly affecting the ratings. For example, in one crucial scene, the AI-generated graphics were so weak that they looked as if they had been created by someone with minimal experience. Another recurring issue was even more damaging. Just as viewers began to emotionally connect with a scene, an unnecessary shot or sequence would abruptly interrupt it, completely breaking the impact. It is astonishing that such basic mistakes went unnoticed, despite the presence of an experienced and long-standing team. While it is encouraging that the producers now appear serious about addressing these flaws, replacing technical staff alone is not a complete solution. The real problem lies elsewhere. And that problem is the script. The biggest reason the series is facing its current situation is the group of scriptwriters who are prioritizing social media trends over historical accuracy. Scenes are being written merely to attract younger audiences, even though this is meant to be an Islamic and historical series, not a modern romantic drama. As a result, a large portion of the fan base is now preoccupied with questions that have nothing to do with the true essence of the story. This alone reveals the mindset and priorities guiding the script. Recently, a well-known Turkish analyst pointed out in his video that certain individuals may be deliberately making mistakes that are damaging the credibility of the series. If this is true, it is an extremely serious matter. Just imagine, a project worth millions being steered by people whose sole objective is to make romantic scenes go viral. Another deeply concerning aspect is that the narrative focus is slowly shifting away from the main hero. If a new viewer were to start watching the series now, it would be difficult for them to even identify who the real hero is. Some characters are being highlighted to such an extent that the identity of the central figure is becoming blurred. When it comes to dialogues, many scenes feel as though they belong to a modern-day series. In fact, traces of dialogues from other Turkish dramas can also be sensed, which clearly reflects weak and uninspired writing. The most disappointing part is that history itself already exists. Major events, great conquests, and decisive battles are all well documented. Despite this, if scriptwriters are struggling with a lack of ideas, it is truly alarming. If the right decisions are made, competent and experienced individuals are given responsibility, and quality is strictly monitored, this series can still reclaim its lost stature. Finally, one very important point. A prince from the Ottoman lineage once referred to such a series as a mistake. That statement alone speaks volumes and forces us to wonder how different the outcome might have been if historical oversight had been placed in the right hands. Respected viewers, these were today's key points. Do share your valuable opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching the video.